Okay, hey guys, so it is, what is today's date? Is it March 24th? It is, Tuesday, right? Is it Tuesday? What day is it today? I don't know what day it is. That's actually not a joke. Is it Tuesday? I think it's actually Tuesday. It may in fact be Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday. So it's Tuesday and we're down here in Jacksonville, Florida. And having a pretty good time. Sadly, the rain and the cold weather has followed us, so it's been a bit of a gloomy day. It's been like 64 degrees and it's had this weird misty rain been coming down all day. Hasn't stopped us from going out and adventuring and exploring, but definitely isn't the Florida weather that we're hoping for. I don't know what's going on. All the weather predictions, it seems to be colder than what the weather predictions say. The weather prediction, like for today, was supposed to be 71 degrees, which was going to be nice. And instead, it was like 64 or something like that. So I don't know what's been going on. For the past 2 weeks, they keep saying that we're going to have nice weather, and then it seems to get crappy. Well, there you go. So the thing that I want to talk to you guys about today, first of all, is prioritization. So this is a conversation I was having with my wife a couple of days ago, because you may or may not know she has started doing her own vlogs. So she's seen what I've been able to do and has gone, huh, that looks like a good business. I want me some of that. And so while we've been on the road, she has been trying to do her vlogs, do the editing, all that kind of stuff. And it was kind of funny because it was yesterday or the day before she was talking about doing these vlogs, and she said, I just don't know where I'm gonna have enough time to do these vlogs because we keep traveling around, and you know, we've got to make food, we've got to do all this stuff. There in fact is quite a bit to this whole adventuring thing. And she was saying that she just didn't know where she was going to be able to get the time to just sit down and edit the video. And it was kind of funny because I looked at her and said, well, since we've been on the road, I've done at least 7 or 8 of these fail normal videos, plus, I don't know, 20 or 30 probably of my Eli Computer Guy Live videos. So there's definitely enough time in the day. And she looked at me and was like, "Rrr." And it was funny how, you know, as a spouse, you say things and you don't really think about them until the words are out of your mouth. And I told her, I looked at her and said, well, you just got to prioritize what you're doing. And she looked at me and she said, I am prioritizing. I'm prioritizing this, and I'm prioritizing that, and I'm prioritizing the other thing. I'm prioritizing all these things. And it was funny because I looked at her and laughed and walked out the door because it was a curious point. It's a curious thing that she was demonstrating, and it was one of the problems why a lot of people don't get things done in life, because they prioritize all of these things and then don't get them done. What you have to realize is whenever you're going to be prioritizing anything, to prioritize something, in fact, it means to make that a priority. It means that that is the most important thing that you do. So for me, going out and vlogging while we're out on the road, every night, whether I'm happy or whether I'm sad, whether I'm energized or whether I'm bone tired, I come out here and I talk to you guys for anywhere between 10 to 30 minutes. Every single night. So that's the priority. I get done with dinner, before I take my shower, before I drink my bedtime tea, before anything else, I come out here and talk to you guys because that is a priority. Then in the morning, I take this video footage and then I take the other video footage that I've shot throughout the day. I combine it into one thing, encode it and let it go. And I do that because that is a priority. So for me, in any given day, really I only have 3 priorities. I have the priority to talk to you guys at night, I have the priority to edit the video and get it ready for upload in the morning, and I have the priority to do something interesting so that I have video to show you guys, right? Those are the only priorities I have. I don't have a priority of any of this other stuff. All the other stuff goes to the back burner. It can wait. If I don't get it done today, I will get it done tomorrow. If I don't get it done tomorrow, I'll get it done the next day. Why? Because those things are not, in fact, my priorities. What my priorities are shooting videos, editing videos and going out and doing cool stuff. So think about this yourselves as you guys are going out and you're trying to accomplish things in the world, because this is one of the biggest problems that I see. People go out and you tell them to prioritize. You know, you need to prioritize. You need to prioritize college, or you need to prioritize work, or you need to prioritize this, or you need to prioritize that. And everybody nods. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I'm gonna prioritize. And then they prioritize everything. Well, Eli, what you have to understand is I'm prioritizing college, and I'm prioritizing work, and I'm prioritizing my family, and I'm prioritizing my friends, and I'm prioritizing. You can't prioritize 5 or 6 or a dozen different things. Prioritizing a dozen different things, in fact, means you're not prioritizing any of those things, because prioritizing means priority. It means this is the most important thing for you. And so I see this as a failing point with a lot of people, as they go out there and instead of prioritizing 1 or 2 things and saying, but come hell or high water, these are the things that need to get done, they prioritize a whole bunch of different crap, and then by prioritizing a bunch of different crap, they don't prioritize anything, and then nothing gets accomplished. So yeah, that's how I'm able to come out here and do these videos. Been doing these videos. I think I've done videos every day. Haven't I done videos every day? I may have missed one day. But the whole reason is because I come out here. This is what I have to do every single day. I don't care what else I do, as long as I do these videos. So something to think about. So as far as the adventuring goes today, we again, as I say, it hasn't been great weather. I mean, it's been nicer than Reisterstown. Reisterstown, it's 34 degrees. It's freezing there right now. So admittedly 64 and rainy isn't too bad compared to that. But it hasn't been the greatest day. At least it's not the type of day that you're thinking about when you come to Florida. It's just this. I mean, you see that. I mean, that's not Florida weather. So since it's been this kind of weather, we decided to go over to, what was it? Small Talbot Island State Park. So being here in Jacksonville, Florida, there's a lot of parks around here. Within an hour distance, there's a lot of different things to see. So we're going to be staying here 7 days total. We decided to stay all the way through next Monday, just because there's so much around here to see. So we went to this one state park today called Small Talbot Island. I don't know if there's a big Talbot Island, but a Small Talbot Island state park, and got to wander there, and that was really cool because that was one of those ocean days that you don't normally see, because you normally only go to the ocean when it's nice and bright and shiny. So we went out there, and the waves were crashing in, and the drizzly rain was coming down, and it was all cloudy. It was just like one of those really felt like one of those stormy days. So we went and we wandered around on the beach for a little bit. We didn't wander on the beach too long because it was kind of cold and really windy. So we wandered on the beach. But then they have a nice trail. Just this hiking trail that you can go on. It's supposed to be 4 miles. So we went on that trail and we hiked through the is it woods? It's so weird. You come to these places. Is that what they consider woods around here? I'm used to my woods. Like when I think of woods or I think of forest, I think of like forest up north. I don't really think of whatever we were walking through. I guess that's forest, that's woods, right? So we walked through that, and so that went, it's probably about 3 miles through all that kind of like sandy woods, which is really nice. And then it comes out on the ocean. Got to look again, the ocean crashing in and all the cool driftwood. Unfortunately, the trail was supposed to go along the ocean, back to where we started from, but this is where you have to be careful when you go to do things like hiking. There was a warning sign in the beginning that said, make sure you know when high tide is, because if you're walking along the trail, along the ocean, when high tide comes in, the trail goes away. So basically there's forest here, and normally there's ocean here, and you go walking along, right? Well, at high tide, the ocean comes all the way to the forest, so there's no trail, you're bushwhacking to get back. So when we went down, got to the part where the ocean was, it was in fact already high tide. So we looked down and we saw that we couldn't go by the ocean, so we just wandered back. And it was a pretty nice day. Other than that, relatively relaxed. Just trying to get into the flow of things down here, trying to get into the flow of this whole RV living. Which is pretty nice. Again, I have to say, this is what, our 8th or 9th day out on the road, And I'm liking this. I am really, really liking this. I wasn't sure I would. Yeah, there's always worries before you leave home. Am I really gonna like this? But I really like this. And I have to say, as far as RVs go, I wish our RV, our travel trailer was a little bit longer. I wish our travel trailer was like 5 feet longer. Because if it was about 5 feet longer, the bedroom would be able to close off and have a door, so that would be separated from the rest of it, and we could have more of a normal shower in the RV. But otherwise, it's really pretty nice. It is pretty comfortable. My wife and I went from a massive house, I mean, our deck is 1,000 square feet at our house, to this little tiny ass RV trailer. And I really have to say, my wife and I are like, we like this better. We honestly like it better. No matter what happens with this whole adventure, you're definitely going for a smaller house in the future. Again, just one of those things from somebody going through this as a relatively young person. Yeah, having a huge house is just for the birds, to be honest with you. The house and the stuff and the crap. You know what I'm saying? Just way too much effort and work. So that's about it for today. We're still here at the Flamingo Lake RV Resort, and this is a really nice place. My only real complaint with this place is it's right by the interstate. So there's 295, Jacksonville's 295 over here. So it's a little loud at night, but otherwise you can see we've got a nice little lake behind here, and I showed you guys the pictures of this place yesterday. It's a really nice RV park. It was funny, my wife and I were talking about it yesterday as we were walking through. She looked around and was saying, yeah, this is a really beautiful RV park. And then we were walking, and then she kind of stopped for a second, and she looked at me and she said, wow, I've changed. And I said, what do you mean? What do you mean you've changed? She said, I just said an RV park was beautiful. Yes, we all change. We all do change. So yeah. So with that, we'll call it a day. If you can go down to, it's called Little Talbot State Park, definitely give it a thumbs up. And with that, I will go and take a shower and drink some bedtime tea.